Hello and welcome back to Mr. Caro Plays FM24. Now today we're going to talk about how to set up a new save game. Now there are several ways of doing this. Obviously you got your advanced options at the bottom there where you can highlight and cancel out specific things, and also you've got your ability to add and remove leagues. Now one of the issues that people tend to have is that once they start adding the leagues, the game speed gets slower. Now, there's no way to solve this specifically other than to have less leagues, I guess, but we can explore a different method than just removing leagues. Now, as you can see, we could add in, for example, the Netherlands, and you will see that our players go up. We've got 33,000 players, if you like, and then we will continue doing that. Maybe we could add in a Brazil, for example, and you'll see that the game speed will slowly start to go down, but the players will go up. But there is enough a way of us looking at this. If we go to the top there where it says approximate player count and we go advanced, obviously you could also choose a smaller database if you want, but we'll stick on large. But in this case, we're going to go to advanced and we're going to go and add in continents. For example, it could be regions, but we're going to add in continents. So we're going to pick our Europe. And then within there, you can see there are a lot of options there to choose from. Now, as you see, the player count is the important thing at the bottom here. If we add in current international players, for example, it's gone up to 45,000. If we go players based in the top divisions, it is now 71,000 players will load. Now, obviously, as you can see, as we continue to do that, the amount of players will load again. Now, as you can see now, also, we have now gone down to 2 stars within our processing power. So it is worth pointing out that as you do this, it is not a precise science. You will still slow down the game. However, it's a different approach than maybe just loading in those leagues. So if we wanted, for example, North America in there as well, current internationals in there, and then if we go down to where it says from top divisions, sorry, hit the wrong button there, top division clubs there, and maybe continental competitions again, you can see that it has indeed brought it down to 1.5 stars. And maybe the third one would be perhaps South America, and we're going to do the same again, current internationals. Scroll down again, top divisions and continental players. And that you can see we're still 89,000 players would have loaded, and we're kind of at a 2.5 kind of stage amount of, speed, if you like. But we have still got some decent leagues loaded, but not the extensiveness that you could have if you were to do it the other way. Now, if we do it the other way quickly just to compare, and we'll see what effect that has on our things. If we get rid of all the leagues and then we wipe out everything that we have done up here, so basically we're just going back on ourselves. We're going to kill out that, get rid of that, get rid of that. So now we're back down to 15,000 players. Now, so if we were to add in our leagues, as the other method of doing this would be, let's think of leagues that we might want. Let's have a South Korea in there, and maybe Japan, for example, Belgium, Croatia, Germany, France, Netherlands, just picking out some big leagues here. Scotland, why not? Italy, the USA to have the MLS, Argentina, Brazil. Who else would we put in there? Maybe Turkey, I guess. I would personally put a few more if I was doing this, but maybe Greece. And then let's just see what effect that has on our speed. So usually actually, it's not actually a massive difference in total speed. However, it is worth noting that, we have more leagues loaded now. Do we need these leagues loaded? I guess it depends on your computer processing power. Some people will get away with this, and perhaps it doesn't really make a lot of difference. But do we need all these leagues loaded? That is debatable, but it remains to be seen. So that is how 2 different ways to start the game. Obviously, like I said, there isn't necessarily a preferred method to this. It really is depending on how deep you want to go. Like if we would have gone to our large database and we went to advanced and we'd add in Asian teams, for example, that would have massively increased the amount of teams, because we would have done that to get the J-League players in it. But for our argument's sake and our example, we didn't choose to do that, okay? So it does depend on what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve it. But hopefully this opens your eyes up to a new kind of method in terms of being able to have a game set up and to try and get the most amount of players in a database as possible, but also keeping that game speed, which is definitely important, especially for on a lower end PC that doesn't have the processing capability of running such a big database. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Hit that notification button to see when the videos are released. Thank you and goodbye.